Hello, dear students. Welcome to the Odyssey of Virtual Learning. Let us continue our discussion on hire purchase. Let us recapitulate very fast what we had covered in our last class. We had covered that the hire purchase is an external source of finance for a business which spreads out payment over a long period of time in return for using an asset by paying certain charges. We had also discussed that in case of hire purchase, the ownership of the goods purchased uh, by the hirer is not officially transferred to the buyer until all required payments are made by the user of the asset, who is ultimately the hirer. That means after paying the last installment, the hirer gets the ownership or title of the goods. Now let us discuss the advantages of the hire purchase. The first one is ease of payment, or we can say convenience of payment. The system of hire purchase is convenient from the buyer's point of view. The buyer gets advantages as he has to make the payment in installments. He is not going to pay the entire amount of the asset at one go. Rather, the burden of payment is spread over a period of time. This system is greatly beneficial to the people who have limited income. Second one is this system is quite beneficial to the small traders. Those traders who do not have much capital but they want to use an asset, and due to the financial constraint they cannot buy the asset. For them this system is quite beneficial because the asset price will be paid by them in installments, and after paying the last installment they will ultimately get the ownership, which is the third advantage is also, that is the ownership of the assets. The asset which is uh, hired by the buyer or the hirer ultimately is owned by him after he pays the last installment. So he uses the asset, and at the end of the period, after making the last installment payment, he gets the ownership of the goods too. The system of hire purchase helps in increasing the sales, and when the sales increases, the profit also increases. Next, more earnings in the form of interest. Basically, the seller from this can be said as an advantage from the seller's point of view. The seller gets the installment which includes original price as well as the interest. The interest is calculated in advance and added in total installments to be paid by the buyer. As a result of this is quite less risky for the seller. That means from the seller's point of view, this system is greatly beneficial as he knows that if if the buyer or the hirer is not able to make payment of any one of the installments, he can get back his good at any point of time if the hirer doesn't make the payment. But dear students, every coin has two sides. If there are advantages, there are disadvantages associated to hire purchase too. The first one is higher interest rate and cost. The interest rate is quite high. The purchaser has to pay high prices for the goods purchased, which includes cost and interest. And the rate of interest is normally too high. Second one is longer duration of payment. Even if the hirer gets the ownership after paying the last installment, but the duration of payment of installments are quite long. That means he has to pay the installments for a very longer period of time. And during that period of time, one cannot be sure of the income. So it's a burden for the buyer or the hirer. High risk for the seller. The seller runs a heavy risk under the system of hire purchase. Though he knows that he has the right to take back the goods from the defaulting buyer, but the second hand goods will fetch him less price in the market. So From this point of view, it is quite riskier for the seller. Then comes problems to recover installments. It has been perceived that sellers many a times do not get installments from the buyers or from the hirer on time. They may choose some methods which may be considered as immoral, to get back the money from the hirer. This may leads to some chaos or fight between them, which is not good. The last one, ownership at the end, ultimately passes on to the buyer. That means the ownership of the goods at the end passes to the buyer is a disadvantage from the seller's point of view. The sellers will get the payment, of course. He will get more by way of interest also, but he has to lose the ownership on the goods. Now, as we have already covered leasing, and now that we have covered hire purchase, let us have a quick view on the differences between the two. Let us compare between hire purchasing and leasing. The first basis of comparison is meaning. Hire purchase, we have already discussed the meaning of hire purchase and leasing, so I'm going to leave that for you. Let us come to the second point. Governing accounting standard. For leasing, there is accounting standard 19, whereas in case of hire purchasing, no specific standard is there. Down payment. In case of hire purchase, down payment is required to be made. But in case of leasing, there is no such concept of making a down payment. Installments. In case of hire purchase, the hirer has to pay the principal as well as the interest. But in case of leasing, only the cost of using the asset is paid. Asset type. In case of hire purchase, assets like car, trucks, lorries are given on hire basis, whereas in case of leasing, lands and buildings and properties, etc., are leased. Ownership. Ownership of the asset is transferred to the hire purchaser on the payment of last installment in case of hire purchase. But transfer of ownership in case of lease depends upon the type of lease. Repair and maintenance. The responsibility of repair and maintenance lies with the hire purchaser. In case of leasing, again, it depends upon the type of lease. Consideration. In case of hire purchase, the consideration is the initial payment, that is the down payment, plus the installments. But in case of leasing, it is the lease rentals. Duration. Hire purchase is short term in nature as compared to the leasing. And leasing is quite long term in nature. So, dear students, with this, I conclude today's session. Wait for my next video. We'll cover something interesting. Thank you, dear students.